Hey guys, it's E with Scrapbooking with me, and how many of you remember this little journal that we started on? I had completely forgot it, to tell you the truth about it. It's going to glare a little bit because it's got a sheet on the front, but these are some that we did a while ago, last year sometime, that we used some of those protector sheets like they used in scrapbooking years ago, and I just stitched it down the middle so that it would be, you know, two-sided, like this is, it would be divided. This is the division there, and then there's the back, and then I folded it up and made a front pocket here. So this actually comes out, this piece of paper. Well, if I can get a hold of it, it does. So this piece of paper can slide out, and you can change it out if you want to, or you can just stitch it down. But I thought I would work a little bit in this one and try to finish it up. Now this one is not sold. This is one that we started a while ago, and I haven't done any more with it, so I really didn't even remember about it until I was cleaning out a drawer this morning. And then I realized, well, Edith, there you are. You've got some journals you need to finish. 6 by 9. So it's the normal size journal. It's just, you know, I'm probably not going to make it quite as thick as the other ones because I really don't want this like poking out like that. But it's got a nice cover on it. You could throw it in your purse, not worry about, you know, anything messing up your front cover or back cover. And then we'll probably put some lace down through here. I've already got a writing board made, and it's tucked in there. I don't remember. I think this, part of this might have been my collage pages that I did. It's in our digitals. I'm not sure. I'll just have to kind of look. I think this is my collage pages that I did a little while ago, and I've just got some things stuck in different places in here, but we're just going to go through and add some pockets and tags and things and finish this up. I want to add a pocket right there, and I already had this one pulled out. This is actually a Hello Susan. Well, it's got fall on it. I don't think I want to put that one in there. It's got fall. Let's just find another pocket. I've got plenty of little pieces here that we can work with. So yeah, I don't know why I forgot about that one. I think I was cleaning up one day and trying to get some things put away, and I accidentally put it in a drawer, which I normally never put journals in a drawer that I'm working on, because if I do, I forget about them. That's just me. I think I'll put that there. We do not remember days, we remember moments. Isn't that the truth? Most of the time I can't even remember what day it is anyway. So I'm not sure, this is Wednesday. I'm not sure if I'll put this one up today or tomorrow. I just needed to get a little bit ahead on my videos because I'm going to be gone again this weekend. We're going to leave Friday morning. We won't get back until probably late Monday night. So I just wanted to get kind of ahead on some videos so that and to work on some journals, so that maybe I won't have so much going on when I get back. So much to catch up on. I did put the vintage truck digital up that I made. I finished it up this morning, and I put that up for you guys. I know a lot of you had been asking about it. I went ahead and loaded it up, so it is there for you. Now this is one of those tall pockets. It was one of the like a silverware bag, and I think that's gonna fit in there pretty good right there. So I'm gonna cover this to put in there. But those silverware bags that sometimes you get at restaurants, that's what this is. It's just coffee dyed and then folded up at the bottom. That's all it is. Now, I'm not sure. I don't think I have any more paper with this collection. I don't. So I'm just going to grab some of my scrap paper that will work with it. We need to use up this scrap paper anyway. Let's see. That would work because we have some green right here behind. So that would work pretty good. So We've all been pretty busy this morning. We got some orders in. I was beginning to worry about orders. There for a while we wouldn't get any orders in, and I said, oh no, what's going on out there? But we got some orders last night. I worry when we don't get orders because that's how I pay my crew, my people. But I realize it's summer and a lot of people are vacationing and that kind of thing, so everybody doesn't have the money to spend on craft supplies. I just got glue all over that. Now these are the little toppers that they're kind of aggravating to cut sometimes. For me anyway, I'm not good at following the little lines and curves. I get real happy with my scissors and I go crazy. And yes, I did clean my scissors off some. I didn't get them completely clean because I couldn't find my alcohol. But I got them cleaned off enough that I think they'll be alright. And you know what? I don't think I'm even going to cover the back of that because you can write on that and it's not white. So I don't think I'm going to worry about it. I'll probably just put, let's grab a little stamp or something and just put on there. Well, that's kind of a big one to put on there, isn't it? Let's try to find a smaller. That one will work. Just put it right there. And there we go. Then you can journal on the rest of that. Okay, I'm going to put a little label or something on here, probably up here, just to kind of break it up a little bit, and then that will probably be all I do to that because I think that little page kind of speaks for itself. We'll use that one. Okay, and I will punch a hole in it and put some trim in it, but I'm not going to do that right this minute. There we go. Now right here I thought I would put something, and let's see, we have, what do we have? Oh, like that. This was one of the little frames that I did, oh, probably last year sometime for a freebie, and I just put those flowers in there. And since I've got some red over here, I think I'll do that. Don't think too much about your crafting. Don't overthink everything. Doesn't have to be so perfect. Handmade. Just make it the best you can and go with it. And then we've got a little place here for a small tag, and I think I've got plenty of those through here somewhere. Okay, I think it's going to be this one. This little tag. And this is a Hello Susan tag. As you can see, I am mixing and matching the collections because I don't mind doing that. There's nothing in the world wrong with it. And a lot of the collections are going to look good together anyway, so don't worry about if they look perfect. I mean, like I wouldn't put Christmas in here, but this is a little floral tag, so that will go good in there. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that there for now. I may come back and add something to my tags, but right now we're going to leave it. Sticky page up. Okay, we need a tag for here. And I have, let's do the blue one. I'm going to need to cover the back. I'm going to use some of this paper. I got this off of Amazon. I think it's supposed to be kind of like a distressed paper. It's good to back your tags in. And it's a little bit thicker than just normal, so if you've got some tags that are printed on regular copy paper, it works well. What are you guys up to today? Are you crafting? Are you working at your job? Are you on vacation? Let me know. My interesting mind wants to know. You know I like to read what you guys are doing. It just makes me think that much more that I'm with you and you're with me. Just enjoy reading what's going on in everybody's lives. My daddy used to say I was nosy. I don't know if I'm nosy. I just like to know what's going on around me, you know? Especially you guys, because you know what's going on with me, because I always share everything. But most of the time, I don't know what's going on with you. Let's see if we got something in here that we can, just want some little something right there. I don't really want a label. Well, I don't know. Do I want a label? I don't want that label. Yeah, I think I used to ask my dad like 1,000 questions, and he'd answer a few, and then all of a sudden he'd get tired of answering on it. He'd say, "Do you know what? You're so nosy." I said, "Well, that's the only way I know to learn. It's just to ask." I think I'll put that one there. It might look kind of strange there to some people, but it's okay with me. Ooh, that's pretty. I should have thought about that. You know what? I'm going to cover this guy right up, I think. Yeah, because I can't pull him off, so I'm just going to cover him up, and I'm going to put this down there. Not a big deal. I know I'll probably have more of those. I didn't see this one until I had already put that one down. I think that we can get most all of it, and if a little bit of it shows, it doesn't matter. See, that goes perfect with that piece, I think. I think it does. I'm going to put that in there, and then I will come back and add my toppers all at one time. I may add lace, or I don't know. I don't know what I'll add right now. I think I'll put something here, but I'm thinking about just putting a big image of some kind. Do we have any big images? I have some big images here. I think I might just put that one there. But I think I'm gonna back it with something. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna back it with some paper just so that it'll be a little stronger, and I'll make a pocket out of it. And I am just gonna use some book page to back it with. I've only been going 10 or 15 minutes and I've already got a mess. Let me know if you craft real neat, or if you, like me, you just get it scattered everywhere. I cannot craft neat. I've tried. I have to have it all over the place. I have to be able to see everything, or I forget to put things in my journal. So Miss Brooklyn had her horseback riding lessons this morning, and it was 88 degrees. And she was exhausted time they got back. She was wringing wet with sweat. And she said her horse was really hot, and he didn't want to get out and do the things that he normally does because he was so hot. So she was pretty tired when she got back here. She said, "Mom, I'm just ready to go home and get a cold shower." And her mother said, "Okay, we'll go in just a minute. I want to help Nene a little bit, and then we'll go on home." And she said, "I'm just so tired." That heat drains you. I'll tell you, I don't care how young or old you are, it drains you. And oops, I didn't wait till the glue dried. And ours is such a wet heat that it absolutely just saps you. A dry heat I can do pretty good in, but a wet heat, no, not so good. Who lives in West Virginia? Does any of you guys live up that way? We will be up that way this weekend, and I think it's Providence, West Virginia. I think it's the name of the town. So if you're close to there, come and see us. I think that's the name of the town that they would be in. You can look on the Pilot Family thepilotfamily.com, and you can see the name of the town, where exactly it is, and what time it starts. And I will be at the product table, so you can come and see me at the product table. Let's see. Now, I want to go ahead and make a tag for this. So let's see if we have something to make a tag out of. I'm just looking through some of these things I've got here. Yes, I can make a tag out of this. And you know, sometimes I don't even like to cover those. Sometimes I like to just put them in like that. I'm going to leave that like that for now. I'll decide when I start to finish up the journal whether I want to cover it or not. I just like those alteration tags. Alright, that is going to fold out. You can have writing space. I may put a little pocket right there. This is always, these little pieces are always good to make pockets out of. Or we can make just a book page pocket. Let's just make a book page pocket on this one. If I don't forget, I'll show you the Vintage Truck Journal, Vintage Truck Digital. I can't even talk today. That I did and loaded up. Some of you have already purchased it. I saw the purchases coming through, but I wanted to let you guys know because I had lots of people ask if I had it done yet. I have slacked up on my digitals, I tell you. I've been going with everything else. I will get caught up, I promise. I've got lots of things I got to get caught up on. I will get caught up. It's just going to take me a few days. Okay. So we'll go ahead and... Oh, I forgot that it was wet with glue, but it punched okay. And book page pockets are very, very simple to make. I just do them just like I did that one. I just fold them up. And this is the front. And then I just decorate it. And it's finished. They're quick and easy to make. And I think they look really good. I think we read that it's supposed to be kind of cool. Or cooler than what we're used to up in Virginia this weekend. I think Brandon was reading and he said it was only going to be like in the 80s. That would be fantastic for us. Right now we're dealing with 100-degree weather, so it's going to feel good. I think I might tear that little piece of vellum and put that there. I'm not sure exactly where this comes from, but we'll use it. As you guys know, I love my vellum. And you'll still be able to see the book page through it, so that will be good. Okay, I think it goes that way. I'm going to tear it off a tiny bit more because it's still a little bit long. And I'm just going to use my glue stick because I've got my Barely Arts put up. I need to refill it, so I'm just going to use my glue stick on this one. Now, I don't know if all glue sticks work like ours. I don't know. I don't use the other ones. But try your glue stick out on a piece of your vellum to just make sure that it does work before you actually try to put something down with it. Some of them will, some of them won't. I don't know. I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. And we may come back and put a label or something on. And then we need a tag for that. And I got this tag. I think I'll put that one there. I'm going to back this with a little piece of book page first because this tag is very thin paper. I had lots of people last night that said that they enjoyed just listening to me talk and watching me craft. It didn't matter what I was working on, so hopefully that's the case. Because this week, that's what I'm going to be doing, is working on journals and just chit-chatting with you guys. I've got lots I need to get out the door at least by next week. Now I think what I have the cover of this one made out of, I think you can still buy those page protector sheets from somewhere. I don't know where, but I think you can still buy them, and you could make a journal cover like I've got here if you wanted one. Presley came over and worked this morning, and she was here by the time I was getting out of the shower, which is very unusual. I'm usually up and going before anybody stirs in our family, but I gotta get a wipey. Hold on. She's trying to earn money. She's going to a it's like a camp meeting, and it's like a spiritual camp meeting. It's for youth and teens. And it's just to encourage them to you know, keep on the right track and that kind of thing. So she's going to that in Tennessee next month, and she's trying to earn money to pay her own way, because she said, I don't want to have to ask Mom and Dad for the money. I want to try to pay my own way. So she come over and worked for me this morning and going to come back tomorrow. And while she was here, Brandon said, well, do you want to clean out the RV? If you do, I'll pay you. And she said, yes, sir, I will. So bless her heart, she went out there and started cleaning it out, and she come in and she said, Uncle Brandon, I gotta stop for just a minute. She has asthma real bad, and it was really hot in the RV, and she said, I gotta stop for a minute. She said, I gotta go take my inhaler. And he said, oh, okay, baby, no worries. And she said, I'm sorry, but I will get it done, I promise. So I think she had to take her inhaler out there with her because it was so hot, and she ended up using it, I think, a couple of times, but she got it done. She said, it's all clean, but Uncle Brandon, I want you to go. She calls Brandon Uncle Brandon. She said, I want you to go look at it, because I don't want you to pay me anything unless it's okay with you, unless you know, think that it's clean enough. And he said, oh, I'm sure it's clean. She said, no, please go look at it. She said, and if it's not good enough, she said, I'll do it again. And he went out there and looked at it, and he came back in. He said, that thing is spotless. He said she cleaned it better than I could, and he paid her money, and she just grinned, and she was so thankful. She's just a good girl, and I'm glad that she's getting to go to this retreat for teens, because I think it'll really help her, you know, get to meet other teens around the country. And I mean, there's teens from all over coming there, and I think it'll help her to get to meet other teens and share some of the similar problems that teens have, because they all have them. We all did at one time or another. But yeah, she's trying her best to earn her own money. She said, I just don't want to ask for money from Mom and Dad. She said, I know they'd give it to me, but I don't want to ask them. She said, I want to try to earn my own way. And I said, well, I can respect you for that, but I said, if for some reason you don't get the money up, you let Nene know, and I'll give you what money I can for you to go. I said, I want you to be able to go. And she said, okay, Nene, I will. I tell you, our grandkids, why didn't we have them first? They're just sweethearts, aren't they? Look at, I got that page in there kind of crooked. Hopefully nobody will mind, but anyway, it's in there, but it's crooked. All right, I think I'm going to put a pocket here, and I'm going to use this piece, and I'm just going to cover it. Yep, our grandbabies are sweethearts. I told Alicia, I said, I don't know where your kids get from being so sweet and polite and kind and all that. And she was like, well, Mother, thanks a lot. I said, I'm just kidding. Her and Benji are very, very sweet and polite. But Ever so often I have to tell her that kind of stuff, you know. I said, well, I just have to keep you in line every so often and tell you stuff like that. Just like, thanks a lot. I think I'll put that on there. That'll give it some color, but yet it'll still use some of the browns that this has got in it. So, well, I just put that on the back side. I don't guess it matters. It's going to be a pocket. I think I'm going to fold that over. That will just help strengthen it a little bit more. And, you know, if I cut it off, I just throw it in the garbage. So why not just use it while it's there? Because it's not a big enough piece to do anything else with. I was trying to think of any other questions that I might have had. I like to try to answer the questions on here if I can, because it saves me a little bit of time while I'm talking to you anyway, just to answer questions. But I know there might have been more, but right now my mind's blank. I'll try to get around to all of the questions and comments and things while we're traveling, maybe. Because if we're on the interstate and Brandon doesn't need any help driving, that's what I tell him. I sit in the passenger seat and I help him I help him steer that big old beast. But no, I just help him. I help him with his phone, and you know, if an interstate is someplace coming up that we need to turn, I'll let him know. You know, we need to turn in so and so miles or whatever. Just because I basically have to sit in the front because I get so sick if I sit in the back. So I said, well, since I have to sit up here anyway, I might as well be useful, I guess. This is one of Hello Susan's tags. I'm going to use it in here, and I am going to cover the back of it just because I don't want it to be that solid white. But when he's on the interstate driving, you know, if he don't have any turns coming up, then I can do my own thing. I can kind of piddle. I told Melina last night, I said, I don't know that I've ever been as excited to go on trips like this before. And she said, Mother, I know. She said, you're more excited than we are. And I said, well, you know, y'all been going on a lot of them, and I've been staying at home because there wasn't room for me. And I said, now that I'm getting to go, I'm just so excited because I am getting to go. And to be with all of y'all, and, you know, we're all in the same vehicle, and we don't really have to spend a lot of money. Just, you know, we carry our food and drinks and things like that. So basically all that is spent is just the money for, you know, putting gas in the vehicle. So I said, I just get excited every time I think about it. I guess I've just stayed home so many, well, you know, it's been almost, September will be 2 years since my husband passed away, and I just haven't been a lot of places since then. Okay, we left that open right there. That's an envelope that we hooked down, and I left it open right up here where we can tuck a little tag or something in there. So let's see, that's another fall one. We don't need to put that in there. Oh, we could put that little piece in there. That just says bee, and this one is about the honey bee. We'll put that one in there. And I will try to remember to link Hello Susan, her digitals below. If I forget, please just nudge me and let me, you know, just ask me, where are her digitals? I thought you was going to list them. Because, you know, I forget. Let's see. I'd like to put a little something on there instead of it just being completely brown. I like to add a little color to it. So I may just add one of these. Just add it like that. What's that look like? Does that look okay? I think so. I think it'll work. Oh, I got somebody outside. There we go. I think that's okay. And I'm just going to put a little bit, just to brush a little bit of ink on this. I'm not going to try to color it completely, but just put a little ink on it so it looks a little bit different than just a plain envelope flap. There we go. That will work. And then on this side we have the envelope, and I need to cover that a little bit, and then I want to put something here. Let me go check and see who this is outside, and I will be back in a minute. I'm probably going to wait about covering this because I don't know right now what I want to cover it with, and I don't know about that either, so I'm going to leave those two pieces for a little while. I will put something on them, but right now I'm kind of unsure as to what I want to do. Now on the outside here, I might put this. This was one of the freebies, so why don't we just glue that on the outside? At least we'll have that much done. Yeah, we'll do that. Let me think. I'm just going to cut it. Started to tear it, but yeah, we'll put that down there. So it was Brendan and Aaron outside. They had got some water and stuff. Because we're all having to stay hydrated around here. So they brought me by a couple of cases of water. Which I have a water filter. I don't have to buy water, but they usually, if they're grabbing themselves some water, they grab me some water too. And they're always asking, Mom, are you drinking your water? Are you drinking your water? Yes, I've got a bottle right here beside me now. I'm drinking my water. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Gives this a little color through here. And I'll decide what I'm going to do with that page when we come back through. Right now, I don't know. I do want to put something here, though, since I don't have anything on the other side. Maybe another pocket of some kind or something. I could put a corner tuck. We hadn't made one of those in a little while. Why don't we make a corner tuck right here? Kind of a tall one, maybe. Let me grab a piece of paper that's got some color in it. If I have any that's tall enough. I'm down to a small, well, I say a small amount. I've got plenty of scraps, but they're small scraps. I think I'll make a side tuck out of this. I like that green with some of this green over here. So let's go ahead and cover the back. And I am just going to cover it with book page. Because I'm going to be trimming this down a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'm going to trim it down before I cover it, and that'll just save me some paper. And cut a little bit off the top. There we go. That should be about right. Yeah, they're fine ones to tell me to drink water. I normally drink constantly. I drink water. Water is like my favorite thing to drink, other than my coffee. But I can only have like 1 cup of coffee a day, and the rest of the day then I have to drink water because of my kidneys. But I drink a whole lot more water than they do. And they're the ones that's always asking me, Mom, are you drinking your water? Well, yes. Or have you drank your water? But I've always drank lots of water. My husband told me one time he didn't know how in the world I ever got a kidney infection as much water as I drank, but that's because I have had them for years. I said, well, it's just one of those things, I guess. If you're going to get it, you're going to get it. Now his thing was tea. My husband drank sweet tea. Iced tea. Well, he drank unsweet tea after he became a diabetic, but he drank lots of tea. And he could just about go through a gallon of tea a day. That's how much tea he drank. And I used to ask him the same thing. I don't know how you drink so much tea. I am not a tea drinker. I will drink like hot tea in the winter when I don't feel good or something, but I'm just not much for tea. Tea leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I just don't like the taste that it leaves in my mouth. And I can't drink it sweet anyway, so. Okay, let's see if this will work. Yes, that will go right there, and that'll be a nice side tuck. So we just need to glue this and this. Now I could have made that a little bit thicker, but I think this is going to be all right. Once that glue dries, your paper always kind of thickens up a little bit when the glue dries. Okay, and then we can make a tag and put behind it, and I think that would be a pretty one to put behind there. Let's just go ahead and make it while we're going through here. Makes it a little bit easier to make them as you go. But I need another paper. I'm going to use my favorite drawing paper. But I am going to back this with some book page because it's pretty thin. And I can use these real old brittle book pages to back it with. Because even though they're brittle, they're pretty thick. You know, another way that you could do that journal cover is you could use scrapbook paper and then laminate it. We've done that before too on a video. Now this little tag will need something on it. I'm going to see. I think I can put that on there and then just trim a few of the leaves off. I'll put that book over there. It's heavy and I don't want to have to pick it up from up there every time. I need one a little bit bigger than that because I've got tons of flowers now that my friend had been sending them to me. But I'm using them. I try to use everything that you guys send me. It may take me a while to get around to using it, but believe me, I will use it. I'm very thankful for it. Oh yeah, I like that. And now on the bottom, you know what we're going to put. I'm actually going to use a little thin piece of this. I'll try to tear it in half. And we'll put that right across there, like that. Yes, Tim Holtz got that from me. he'll probably disagree, but. And then I'll put a topper in it later, but that's going to go there. And when you pull it out, like that. I think I'll pull it up like that where you can see the top. And I always put extra things in these journals, like, let me grab one of these. I have lots of these little invoices and letters, vintage letters and things like that that I have made copies of. And I always stick these in the journals too, so you have a little extra. And I usually just stick them in behind like that. Or I go through and I put those in later. Right, I think one of these will fit in here, I believe. Yes. So I'm going to leave that. I may come back and put something on it or cover it, but I'm going to leave it for now. Now we need some color. I need some color in here. Okay, I think I'm going to put this on one side or the other. I like those little fake holes right there, so I think I'll put it on this side. And I'm going to tear the edge that's going to be on the outside. No, it's going to be on the inside, not outside. And then I'm going to ink it. It's just another way to get a little bit of color on the edge of your page, and it's not going to serve any purpose other than I just am putting it there for a little bit of color. You could make it a tuck if you wanted, but I'm just going to glue it straight down. And I don't want to glue it all the way up to the edge because I like those edges there. So I'm going to put that like that. And then I thought, I saw something here a minute ago that I thought about putting down. Now I don't know what I did with it. Okay, I think I'm going to put that there, and that will be just a little pocket. We'll tuck something in. It's got that same blue as here. There we go. And then we can just tuck a little something in there when it dries. Oh, that would be cute in there. I'm going to leave it there for a while. I may change it, but I'm going to leave it there for right now. Then here I do need something as well, and I think another pocket would work. I've got this that I can make into a pocket. Let's see. Let's put it right there on that side. And then I think we can use one of these tags. Let's see, maybe this one that has a little bit of blue in it, and then we'll just decorate it up. Yeah. Now, as most of you know, this is not all that I do to the journals. I know you're thinking, well, you just go through and you add a pocket and you add a tag, and you add a pocket and you add a tag. No, I go back through multiple times and add multiple items. So this is not all that I do. I just kind of have my steps that I do, and it keeps me kind of coordinated a little bit to where I know what I have put in and what I haven't. Sometimes, anyway. Every now and then I understand what I'm doing. And normally I don't make the tags as I go. I go back and make the tags later, but I thought since this is a smaller journal, we'll just kind of make tags as we go through. But then I'll come back and embellish them and put toppers on them and things like that when I come back through this journal the next time. And I'm going to leave this one out on my desk so I won't forget it. Okay, now that one will need quite a bit of embellishing because it's kind of plain. It does have that little bit of blue in the background. Just looking in this little pouch right here to see if I've got anything that I... Let's put this little stamp on to bring out more of that blue. It's got a blue edge around it. And let's see. Well, I can't even pick it up. I'm thinking about gluing that down. What do you think? If it's not what we want, we can always cover it up. I like that little jagged edge there. So I think we'll go that route, maybe. And I'm just going to fold this around. Not going to worry about trimming it off right now. Yes, I like that. But it does need a little bit of something else on there, so let's see. I think I might put half of this tag on there. I know you're saying half of the tag. Yep, just half. Don't want it all, just half of it. It's a little bit out there, but it'll be all right. Could always come back and add a butterfly or something later. When I start to put everything together, I might do that. I don't know, I don't mind that one right there on there. What do you think? Let's try it. If I don't break the little tentacles off. or antennas, whatever you call those things. Yeah, I kind of like that. Then we put a little topper on there. That will be good. So there's that one. Let's see. That page. I'll probably do something with that, but I don't know what right now. Now, this was a little side tuck that we did a while ago. And it's just made out of some scraps and some lace. And then you can tuck, let's just find something. You can tuck a little piece under there, a little tag under there. So we'll make a little tag to tuck under here. Let me put this under there just so I remember. That probably won't go there, but just so that I'll remember. Okay, got that. Now here I'm going to put something on this side. Don't know what. Nope. But let me look and see how long have we been on here? We've been on here a while. I might need to let you guys go. I will come back. Well, I may work on this a little bit more this afternoon. I don't know. I got to figure out what all I still have to do. But, oh, I want to put that on there. Never mind. Let me get this on there and then we'll quit. Well, I'll quit the video. I don't know if I'll quit or not. That's my problem. See, I get started on these and I don't want to quit. And then I end up working on them too long and then I can't get everything else done. Nobody does that, do they? Nobody but me? Oops. That's a cute little piece. Now, I don't know why that I did that before I put a backing on it. Because if I'm going to make a pocket out of it, I think it's going to have a backing. I'm just going to put a piece of this book page and just let a little bit of the book page show around it. That will work. It actually looks like it might rain this afternoon. We might get a little bit of a reprieve from this heat. It's 94 out there right now. And the humidity is like 105, I think. It's very, very, very hot. Yes, I like that. We can make it a little thin pocket. It won't be a very wide one, but it'll be good enough. Alright, I am going to quit there. We've got halfway finished. Halfway through, looks like. And I think I've made some pockets for the back, looks like. So I may not have to put very many more in there. But that is our little journal so far, and it's not getting too thick. It's going to be good. Alright guys, I'm going to let you go. I've got a few more things I've got to do this afternoon, and then I'll have to edit this video, and we will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.